After the Revolutionary War, a new U.S. federal government began operating in 1789 following the ratification of the U.S. Constitution. Prior to the war, the U.S. government couldn't levy taxes. Through the combination of borrowed money and expenses from the Revolution, the United States was in debt $79 million. A whiskey tax was put into place in an effort to aid in the government revenue. Hamilton passed this not only to do this, but to also raise awareness to the harmful effects of alcohol. Whiskey tax was immediately controversial. Many people on the frontier argued that it targeted Westerners. Whiskey was a popular drink, and many farmers used their excess grains in them. The main objection to the tax is that it was a taxation without local representation, exactly what they just fought the war to stop. Many Westerners petitioned in the passing of the whiskey tax. This failed, and people got together in conventions to advocate repeal for the law. Nonviolent resistance was not successful. On September 11, 1791, a tax collector was tarred and feathered by a disguised gang. In August 1792, a convention was held in Pittsburgh to discuss the resistance to the tax. Many more actions occurred in a resistance to the tax, such as men breaking into the tax collector's home, demanding money, holding him at gunpoint. The resistance came to a climax in 1794. There was more than 60 distillers who had not paid the tax. Later that year, July 15th, General Melville joined tax collector Marshall Lennox on his route. The next day, 30 men surrounded Neville's home in Bower Hill. Neville shot and killed the rebels. The next day, 600 men came back and burned down his house. On August 1st, 7,000 people gathered to protest, and they marched through the streets of Pittsburgh. This whole situation concerned Washington, and he realized he needed to suppress further violence. On August 21st, Washington's men met with the Committee of Westerners to negotiate. They agreed to submit to government terms. Later, Washington's administration reduced tax, which led to the widespread popular approval. This widespread approval of Washington's willingness to compromise, but also his ability and strength to uphold the laws of the U.S., only carried on his legacy.